Welcome back behind the velvet rope. Let's just get right into it today because we are joined by the one and only Miss Sarah Farasia.
David Yontef, it is great to see you. The last time we recorded together, we were in front of a sold out virtual live podcast show, baby. We had so much freaking fun, but we are long winded. Oh, Lord, honey, that show went 2.5 hours, doll. You know how I am. I hate lines, although now I'm becoming known as the woman that waits in lines.
Yeah.
And I hate a long show. And we did a long show.
We're gonna listen, first of all, everyone had a great time. It was 3 hours. I am sharing it on Patreon. So, like, the benefit of coming to the live show is you get to ask the questions, but I'm gonna be sharing a bunch of parts of it on Patreon, for Patreons. We're gonna cut out the podcast. The bottom line is you all are shady motherfuckers. You have great questions. You have shady questions. I thought the questions were a lot more shady this time. I think because RHONJ just finished. But next time, we're just going to skip the podcast portion, that what we do here. And we are just going to start with the questions. Maybe we'll do two groups, but I like the big group because then everyone could hear everyone else's questions. But guys, we're going to have to go fast next time. I was a little long-winded too. Someone's like, why did you break up with Jennifer Aiden? Then I got, why did you break up with Margaret Jospehs? And I really, there's no slant to my story. I give an honest answer, and I feel like you're asking, so let's lay it all out. Those two were pretty long-winded at me.
Well, look, there's layers to it, right? And it
Layers.
was an incredible show. Thank you to everyone who showed up. I hope that you felt like we, got to see you, got to speak to you but people really are upset about this ending of Real Housewives of New Jersey. And I mean, we had dozens of people on, and these ladies, for the most part, and some fabulous men, really wanted to know your deep thoughts. They really wanted to pick your brain on what the future was going to be. So it was longer than normal because the first one we did, we had business questions, we had questions about my husband, so this was really, this is like the end of an era. They really wanted to speak to you and a little me. It was fine. I said to people, I know this is a big moment in pop culture history because RHONJ as we know it is probably done. So people were they were in the weeds.
They were in the weeds, and I did just do a show also about that, just laying out all my thoughts, and I'm already going to do another show on it. Someone asked me, like, are we ever going to stop talking about RHONJ? And the answer is no. So, I mean, not right now. People, once again, numbers, they tell a story and they don't lie. I wish we could stop talking, but the reason we're not talking, the reason we're not going to stop talking is because of all of you. Because yeah, do that thing called click when you see the RHONJ on the thing.
I don't blame it. It's red hot. And by the way, while we're here at New Jersey, really quickly, Margaret
Mhm.
Jospehs has been giving lots of interviews. She's been talking. So, what do you make of the most recent? She says if Bravo is done with her, fine. She's going out on top. She says that this is like the greatest season that she could ever go out. She's happy. She has other businesses. She has Joe. She has her family. Then she also kind of gives some other insight. She says Teresa and Louie will not last, that they'll last for now. She says Teresa is that woman that will go down with a burning ship. Joe Giudice, we already saw that. She will do everything to defend Louie. She doesn't care what he says. And that Margaret stands by. If her Joe had done that, meaning said about wishing ill upon someone's son, she would have stopped him right there and said, you don't mean that. Take that back. What are you talking about? And she said, Teresa will never do the right thing. She'll never go against Louis. What do you make of all the new kind of, and she says that she and Teresa were friends, but then she's changed so much. She's changed so much since meeting Louis. And she said, basically, she also implies that Teresa is like a huge biatch that can't help but meddle, and that Joe and Melissa Gorga really did try to extend the olive branch. I'm curious what you think about this. After she came out of jail and really tried to be there for her, and Teresa would do nothing but talk shit. What are your thoughts?
Well, this is very low that we didn't think we were going to start here today. Now the joke around these neck of the woods is that I'm on Margaret's payroll because although I do say lots of bad things about Margaret. Again, that's the great thing about having no horse in the race. Margaret Jospehs, I know, first of all, you're listening to this. Call me. I would like to be on your payroll. Now, you can't really manipulate the podcast. I'm not like those other podcasts on the take, but I'd like to be on your payroll. So maybe you could find something else for me to do. They say I get gift cards. If you're going to send me gift cards, Margaret,
Yeah.
I prefer American Express. Honestly, just like I can't go down the list, Margaret, of where I want to shop. So just please send me American Express gift cards. I have a new apartment in New York. It just got designed. We're gonna have a big reveal. You can send me like housewarming. This is gonna be a shocking thing. Don't really no interest in reconciling my friendship with her. I actually agree with, I think, every single thing that you just said, Margaret said. I think I agree with every single thing. That's my honest opinion. That's a great thing about not being on the take. I understand. I don't know if Margaret was vindicated as much as she thinks she was, but I do think she was like vindicated in a way that this season does make Louie look crazy. I think Teresa's in trouble with Bravo. I believe everything Melissa's old nose has said. I'm not saying Margaret hasn't been with bloggers and this and Vanessa and all that, but I think the whole Jackie reveal, I don't know if that, I don't believe Margaret when she says she only started talking to Vanessa in whatever year that was, because I was friends with Margaret. And I mean, as far as I know, Vanessa was always talking to Margaret when I was friends with her. So once again, someone slipped into my DMs yesterday asking if I went to Marge Senior's 75th birthday party with Vanessa. I said, "Did you see that thing I sent you?" I said you should have come to the live show and asked. But I do think with the thing of sending the flowers and everything, and then this big reveal that Jackie had, I think she is going out as much on top of this crazy show as you could. Do I think that she truly is just knowing her and having been friends with her? I actually believe her. I can't believe I'm saying this, that I think she's thrilled that it's over. Like, I think you don't want to lose it. You want the money. She wants to keep her job, but when you don't keep your job and it's over, I think Margaret is actually the type that would say, everything in life happens for a reason, and I fucking hated being there. Like, I don't think she likes being there. I don't think she likes being there. Several seasons ago, she would imply that a little bit to me. So I actually don't think she's like a desperate housewife in the sense that I think you want to keep your job, but I think she'll be thrilled if secretly if it's over.